Man is accused of killing his weeks-old baby, and a warning, the details are disturbing.
Yeah, this is tough. It happened in Melbourne, and as West 2's Michelle Meredith reports, the father, 25-year-old Edric Davis, is now in the Brevard County Jail on no bond.
Mr. Davis, come on up.
On Friday, Edric Davis faced a judge in Brevard County accused of killing his 6-week-old baby by violently hitting the boy's head with his knee, then later apologizing.
Mr. Davis, you understand the charges against you?
Investigators say it happened June 10th in Melbourne, in the house where the baby's mother lived.
What's up, everybody? How your day going today? My day is going pretty good. Hope your day is going pretty good also. Got a story for y'all today coming out of Florida. Melbourne, Florida it is. Shout out to everybody in the city of Melbourne, Florida, and shout out to everybody in the state of Florida. Look at this picture here. This is 25-year-old Edric Davis. Now, what Edric Davis did to his 6-week-old son was very tragic, very evil, and very sick. Let's get into the story real quick. According to an arrest affidavit obtained by the Melbourne police, they responded to a 911 call regarding an infant found unresponsive and not breathing around 11 a.m. on June the 10th. The baby is just 6 weeks old and was transported to the hospital, and they was pronounced dead before noon. Now, when a child make it to the hospital, whether they was in the care of the parent or anyone, but whoever they in the care of, the question is going to be to that person that they was in the care of or the guardian. But in this case right here, the first person to question on this will be the parents. So just like if a person was to die and somebody was married or in a relationship, the first people that are interested in that case will be the people that they are in a relationship with, an intimate relationship with, whether it's a friend or family, even a friend. So they're going to question them first or whoever they was around. Now, what Edric Davis did was very, very, very sickening. Let's get more into the story. Edric Davis told the police that the baby had no known medical issues or injuries that could be explained by his sudden death. In the interview, Davis told police he was feeding his child for about 15 minutes until the boy fell asleep. After that, the man said he laid the boy down and then got into the shower. When Davis returned to the room, he said he found the infant unresponsive. And after that, he called the police and he called the 911 team. So when he called the 911, I guess they was telling him what was going on and what to do. Back into the story. The next day, an autopsy confirmed that the baby's death was ruled as a homicide caused by blunt force trauma. Now, that right there showed you exactly what this guy did to this child. According to the records, the infant had multiple injuries. Now, the child had bruising on the neck, had bruising on the neck, the jawbone, the back of the head, tibia, the clavicle, and all type of other bones in the child body. So,
but the autopsy showed the baby had a horrific death, that his brain was bruised and bleeding. His body had multiple fractures, including to his ribs and jawbone.
He messed this child up pretty bad. And the lies that he told the police was that the first time he said that he had the child in his hand. He said he had the child in his hand and the child accidentally slipped and hit his knee. Now, if you got any type of sense in your mind when somebody tell you something like that, you should know that that don't even sound right. And he also said he accidentally hit the child's head up against the door frame, which that was a lie also.
After more questioning, Davis eventually told investigators he accidentally hit the baby's head on a door frame.
And one more time, my deepest condolences go to the family. Now, the mother was present, I think, during all this. And when he got the shower, I think he got into the shower with the mother, or the mother was somewhere in the vicinity. Now, if the mother was somewhere around, she needed to be questioned also about this. And if she was around and allowed this to happen, why not lock her up either?
According to court records, the mother left their baby with Davis and left to take a shower, and eventually he joined her in the shower.
But hey, the father got locked up behind this because he the one took his knee and slammed it up against the child's head. Now he said he slammed his knee up against the child's head twice, not once, but twice. It don't matter if he did do that once. He shouldn't have did that at all.
Then slammed the baby's body down into his knee twice, hitting the back of the boy's head.
And I heard when somebody go to jail, after they do something like that, they get their tail handed to them. Now, it just piss you off when you think about stuff like this and you see stuff like this going on in these stories. Now, they don't play behind those bars, I have heard. I ain't never been to prison, but I heard they don't play about stuff like that. Child sexual predators, child abusers, and somebody that messing with old people and mistreating them. Now, this guy gonna get his tail handed to him behind those bars, I believe. Now, this guy may face the death penalty. I don't know how the laws work in Florida when it comes down to stuff like that, but on the other hand, he should spend the rest of his life behind bars. No questions asked, no cutting corners, no nothing, no parole, anything, because this guy, what he did was premeditated. Wasn't nothing done by accident. He didn't accidentally drop the child. He didn't accidentally hit the child's head against the door frame. None of that. We don't want to hear it. And then he had a nerve in court to write a letter of apology. Nobody accepted his apology inside of their court.
Both counts?
Investigators say Davis confessed and even wrote an apology letter, but in court, there were no apologies accepted.
Apology. Nobody accepted his apology inside of their court. Kudos to the people that inside the court that didn't show this guy no type of sympathy at all. Look at him in this picture right here, looking like somebody should be feeling sorry for him, looking all raggedy and dusty. But hey, like in this shot right here, he's smiling in it. He won't be smiling for long. And like I just said, the child's mother needs to be questioned also, because the child had rib fracture. They said in the autopsy, the child had a rib fracture that was trying to heal, that was healing from prior abuse. So they let you know he'd been abusing this child for a long time. And the reason he said he did this to the child because the child was crying and being very fussy. Now, this child is 6 weeks old. Now, anybody that have children know that a child takes a lot of attention from you. You got to show this child all type of attention. The child might have a soiled diaper. The child might need a bottle or just need your TLC. Either way it go, the child is lacking for your attention. And you got to stop what you're doing sometime and fend for this child. Now, I got 2 children. I got 3 children myself. And I can remember when they was little like that. They needed my attention. They be crying. I had to be up in the middle of the night. They crying. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting ticked off. But I didn't take my child and throw him against the wall and get mad, because I understand that this is a child. This is a baby, a newborn. This dude right here is 25 years old, fully developed, a grown-up. And he did that because of the child was fussy and crying. Man, they need to get this dude exactly what he need behind those bars. They need to take his head and slam it up against their knees and do something to him. Now, like I just said, he might get the death penalty. And if he do get the death penalty, I feel no type of sorrow for this dude at all, because nothing he did was an accident. Y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about this. Have y'all ever witnessed something like this? Have y'all ever been around something like this? Because this right here, I do stories all the time. I just did a story about a woman that was standing in the shed with her newborn, her child. And then the relative came over and tried to get the child the bottle, and the child wouldn't take the bottle. And they sent the bottle to the FBI, and they tested the bottle out, and they found out that it was a bleach inside of the bottle. And parents, we got to do better. If you don't want your children, I have stated many times, drop them off at the fire station. Drop them off at a relative house. Drop them off at the CPS. CPS ain't always good either. But fire station, the hospital, drop them off at a safe haven somewhere. Because everybody that got children around here don't need children. And you got people out there that want children, they can't even have children. You got couples out there that want children and can't have them. And you got people like this that have children to turn around and do something real bad to them. My deepest condolences go to the family. Leave a comment, let me know what y'all think about this. This guy, do y'all think this guy deserved the death penalty or life behind bars? Whatever he get, he deserve it completely, 100%. And send your prayers out to the family of those who are grieving behind this, because this story right here is truly senseless, it's tragic, and it's evil, and it's nasty. And when I say nasty, I mean disgusting. For a parent to take their own seed out, and for a seed to lose their life behind their own parent, which I mean a child to lose their life behind their own parent like this that can't control their temper. And you got a lot of guys walking around here like this that are evil-hearted, can't control their temper, can't control their attitude. Drop them children off somewhere else and go on about your life if you cannot control your anger. Y'all have a good one, y'all have a blessed one. And if you see any type of stuff like this going on, or a child being abused, call the child hotline and report this type of stuff in. Call your local authorities or somebody, because children are to be protected around us. We supposed to protect these children, and children are our future. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a blessed one. Holla at you.